What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I've got something insane in today's video. Now, we recently did our 12.3 inch head unit display in a Porsche Macan. It basically just takes the earlier model Macan and makes it look like the facelifted version from the later models. Right here we have a Macan Turbo S, and we have got an insane display that we're gonna put in this thing. If you thought the 12.3 inch screen was big, wait till you see this thing. It is crazy. Let's get into it. We're gonna show you a bit of the install. Most of the install is gonna be on the first video because that was a pretty in-depth video as it was. So without further ado, let's go over to the bench and have a look at what comes in the kit. Guys, have a look at this. You are not looking at one black panel. No. You are looking at one 12.3 inch screen and another 12.3 inch screen. One for the driver, one for the passenger. That is right. This is a head unit and it is going to look insane. At the back, we've got the main driver, or the brains as people call it. Right there, as we just saw fall down, is a little cover panel, which has clips that go on it as well. They're in the kit. We have more cover panels here. We have brand new leather panels. We have relocation vents for the airflow for the aircon. We have more cover panels. We have mounting hardware. We have new clips. We have wiring, a GPS antenna, and we have a lot of work to do. So this is where we got up to with this car. We had the dash out. The customer took it, had it retrimmed. Now we've gotten it back. We've put the dash in, we've put the cluster in, and we've left all of this out so we can install the head unit. We are going to start with all of the wiring, and I went through this in detail in the first video. So we're just gonna get this done, show you how it looks, and then we'll move on to the next part. And if you wanna see how to do the wiring, I'll put the link in the description to the video that shows you that. But otherwise, let's get into it. Guys, so far the install has been the exact same as the 12.3. Quad lock connector. We've got the AUX cabling here. One difference I've done is instead of the fiber optic module being here, I've routed it behind the vent to right here. So we've actually zip tied it and double slide it down to the cage there, which is gonna give us a lot more room in here. So that's one thing we've done. We've got AM, FM retention there. We've got a GPS retention, so we're using the genuine GPS antenna. All the same stuff as the first video. The only part that is different is in the kit, there'll be two little adapters, one for the left and one for the right. And that is for the new vents, which are right here. So these vents will go right into this area and they will clip into here. As for the vents, the relocation, the zip tying of the factory vents, all of that stuff is the exact same as the first video. So nothing changes there. And for anyone that's too lazy to go watch the first video, basically you just disconnect these vents here, use the big zip tie to zip tie them up because they can't be removed. And then you've got 2 pieces here that relocate the airflow from down there to here, or up there to down here. And normally in the 12.3 you don't get these. In the big screen kit you do get these because we've got the new style vents. But anyway, that is basically what we're up to. We will keep going and we'll see what's next. Okay, so far so good. Glove box back in, this panel back in. Now we can look at mounting our vents and then the screen. Definitely not as hard as I thought it was going to be so far. There's still a lot of panels up on the bench that we need to get in and see how they're all gonna fit. But as we are now, everything is coming up nicely and we're starting to get all the original parts from when we had the dash out back in as well. So everything is moving along nicely. Let me know what you think about those rings. The customer supplied them to us and we put them on the dash for him when it focuses. It is the next day. We are still hard at it on this Porsche. Let's have a look at one of the vents that we got done last night on the driver's side. That is basically the style that is gonna run across from the driver's side all the way to the passenger side, and it looks insane. Let's go have a look at it. Boom, get a look at that, guys. Absolutely crazy. Completely transforming the car already. Let's keep going. We still have a lot of hardware here to install, so I'm gonna spend some time working out where all of this stuff actually goes, and I'll show you guys how it works. So just looking at the back of this screen, it looks like all of the clips use the genuine clipping points, which is great. One of the vents that came in the kit just gets clipped in nice and easy. And just a second ago, we had this panel on and the vents in, and I basically grabbed the screen, went to test fit it, and I found out pretty quickly it wasn't going to fit because this panel down here was getting in the way. So now we've pulled all that stuff out and I'm gonna test fit the screen and then see what we have to change, add, and I'll let you guys know. All right guys, are you ready for this? Boom, have a look at that. That is absolutely crazy. We're not all the way there yet. So we were right, we did have to remove these panels and then put the screen in. Wasn't too bad to fit. I would say be very careful when you do it though, because it's a massive screen and there are a lot of clips on it. Then the vents go in, and underneath here you'll see two holes for the two of the screws that came in the kit. I'll see where the rest of the screws go. I can see a few more screw holes along here. I'll let you guys know. But as for now, have a look at that. Just crazy. One of those panels on the dash that we looked at replaces this original panel here. So believe it or not, that is a brand new panel and it looks insane. It lines up perfectly with all of the clips. I'm looking at all of the lines here. I'm very, very happy with how that fits up. There is a little cutout at the very top here for one of the screws. So that's another one of those screws. We have a replacement panel that goes all the way along here. That is this one right here, which also comes in the kit. And that is pretty much it. Then we'll have this side here to put back together. Jaden's put that little cover panel up over there. Guys, have a look at that fitment. This screen is insane. Look at that. Sitting in the passenger seat right here, you've got one complete screen that you can just sit back and use. I've got it on YouTube right now, so that is playing a film clip from a Drake song. Then you can always go back. That's YouTube right there. We can press the home button, and here we have our very own display. As the passenger, we've got YouTube and Google Chrome. Of course, you can go ahead and add more apps to this screen if you want. You've got a brightness setting right here, and you've got main control for the volume as well. So you can turn the volume up and down as you please. You can turn the screen off completely, and then it's just a beautiful black panel. You would never know that there was a screen there. And if you want to turn it back on, you just go ahead and touch the screen and have a look at that. You can change the wallpapers. You can add your own wallpapers. Obviously, there's a lot you can do. You can press this button right here to look at all of the apps that you have available. And that is pretty much it. And that is a lot, because from this screen, you can add on Netflix, you can add on all of the apps that you want, and you can use them as you please and not interrupt the driver, where the driver can have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. They can go through and look at all of the radio stuff, the apps, all that stuff they want. So they can come right back to this screen, and you've got maps right there. You've got music, so you can go through and listen to music, radio, online radio. And once you connect your phone, you'll have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, as we saw just a second ago. You've got a quick menu right here. What more do you need in a head unit? Like, guys, this thing has everything. You can quickly change your volume right there. You've got steering wheel controls. They all work as normal as well, so you don't lose anything. Factory reverse camera is working as well. I'll show you that. So sitting in the driver's seat, pop the car into reverse, and we have a full screen reverse camera. Not the clearest quality, but that is the factory camera, so that is what you're going to get. Have a look at some of these panels and how they line up. They look amazing. One thing that Jaden did notice, and I'm going to show you guys this. On the right-hand side, the original side, you can see the leather's kind of perforated, if you want to call it that. I don't know, it's like spotty. But if you go on to the new panel, it's basically smooth. So do you really notice it? No. But if you've got a good eye for detail, that is something you will notice. It's not an eyesore. It doesn't really get in the way if you look sort of like this. But that is something to note, that the leather, there are differences in the leather. And coming over to the driver's side, have a look at that, a brand new air vent, and it really ties everything in. This thing looks amazing. Don't yell at us for not having the car back together. We've still got a lot of this stuff off as we have more work to do. Believe it or not, we still have a lot of work to do to this car. But that is the head unit, guys. Look at that thing. Bro, dude, that is insanity. That is one of the most craziest head units I've ever seen. I want to know what you all think in the comments below right now. Tell me what you think about this screen, because that is crazy. There it is, guys, 24-inch Android display done in the Porsche Macan. If you want to pick up that exact screen, first link in the description will take you to the website. Now, you should know, if you're going to DIY this job, it is a big job. There is no doubt about it. It is a big job, so make sure you keep that in mind. Otherwise, take it to a professional, bring it to us. We're in Victoria. We can do a system like that for you, or you can buy it and DIY it. It is possible, but it is hard. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thank you all so much for watching. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace!